Hello everyone, here is Ricardo Vargas and this is the 5 Minutes Podcast. Today I want to talk about an idea that would have sounded impossible just a few years ago. The one-person project. Recently, I read an article, a very inspiring and intriguing article by Elena Werner, titled IC Work is the New Career Flex, where IC means individual contributor. In it, she argues that we are entering an era where individuals can accomplish work that previously required entire departments. And when I read that article, my immediate thought was project management. Because for decades, we have associated project complexity with team size. Large projects required large teams. Complex projects required even larger teams. But does that assumption still hold true? One of the fundamental lessons of project management is that people do not only bring execution capacity, they also bring coordination costs and effort. Every additional person creates new communication channels, more alignment meetings, more approvals, more dependencies, more handoffs, more effort to keep everyone moving in the same direction. And in many projects, the biggest challenge is not doing the work. It's coordinating the work. And this reminds me a podcast episode I just recorded about the Brooks Law, which states that adding people to a late project often makes it even later. And the reason is simple. Coordination grows faster than productivity. Now imagine a different scenario. A single person using digital platforms, automation, advanced tools, and emerging technologies can perform analysis, create reports, develop presentations, design solutions, conduct search, and execute activities that previously required an entire team. And I'm not saying these apply to every project, but I'm saying that this trend is becoming increasingly visible. Perhaps the traditional question in project management is changing. For many years, we asked, how many people do we need to deliver this project? Maybe the better question today is, what is the smallest team capable of delivering this project successfully? Fewer people can mean fewer interfaces, less noise, fewer dependencies, less waiting, and in many cases, greater speed. And of course, when I say this, we need to remind that there are risks, and not simple ones. One-person projects can create extreme dependency. Knowledge becomes concentrated. The ability to review and challenge decisions is reduced. And diversity on perspectives may disappear. So this is not about the end of teams. It's about redefining what the optimal team size really is. But I cannot close this episode without bringing to our thinking a much bigger question. A question that goes far beyond project management. If one person can do the work that previously required 5 people, and 5 people can do the work that previously required 50, what happens to the other 45? This may be one of the most important questions of our generation. Through history, new technologies have always replaced certain activities while creating entire new opportunities. The Industrial Revolution did it. Computers did it. The internet did it. But the speed today of today's transformation, it feels different. And nobody knows exactly where the balance between productivity, wealth creation, and employment will ultimately settle. And that is why the one-person project is not simply a discussion about efficiency. It's also a discussion about the future of work. The one-person project may represent one of the greatest productivity opportunities we have ever seen. But it may also represent one of the greatest social challenges of our time. Because the question is not how we will manage projects in the future. The question is what role human work will play when fewer and fewer people are needed to deliver more and more result? And to this question, honestly, I have no answer. I have a lot of expectations, a lot of tensions, a lot of concerns, and I need to think about it. And you need also to think about it. What the end game will look like. Let's think about this. I hope you enjoyed this episode and see you next week with another 5 Minutes podcast.